So the first trailer for Morbius has dropped. I'm not super familiar with the character, and I don't know much about the project, so I'm very intrigued. Let's do this. Wow! Thanks, marketing department. Now I know what I'm about to watch.
Michael, I've known you since you were a child. You have a gift. You always have. If there's an answer to your disease, you'll find it.
In association with...
I should have died years ago. Why am I still here if not to fix this? I have a rare blood disease, and I'm running out of time. This could be my last chance.
You're up to something. What is it?
It's not exactly legal.
Definitely creepy vibes.
I don't want to see you get hurt more than you already have.
This would be a cure.
At what cost?
It's true.
What's happening?
I went from dying to feeling more alive than ever.
Increased strength and speed. The ability to use echolocation. And an overpowering urge to consume blood.
There we go.
How far are we allowed to go to fix something that's broken?
Until the remedy is worse than the disease.
Michael Morbius. Got tired of doing the whole good guy thing, huh? What's up, Doc?
Well, that's a nice little surprise there at the end inside of it. All right, I got to watch this one more time before I give my take on it. Tell me what you thought down below. I'm going to start talking in just a moment. Okay, let's just go ahead and kick things off with that final shot there. Lied a little bit. Not only did I rewatch it, I did some Google searches to make sure I hadn't missed something, but apparently that was a surprise cameo, and it's not confirmed. It's what it looks like it is. There's no confirmation that he's playing Toombs Vulture from Spider-Man Homecoming, but what else could that possibly mean? Why else would you have that as a cameo? Pretty clearly, they are saying that we just built a bridge between this Morbius movie, Spider-Man Homecoming. Thus, it is, while not an MCU film, it's a cousin to the MCU because they did that bridge, which is not surprising at all. We knew that this is what Sony wanted to do. They want to set up their own universe while wanting to stay a little bit friends with the MCU, but also wanting to break off. We had all that tension a few months back, and now we see a little bit of like confirmation of all of that's really going on. They are building their own pocket universe that is also tied to this universe over here, which also would explain why the MCU's like, we want everything as attached to our stuff to kind of meet certain standards, criteria. It's going to get complicated. If you're doing your own Morbius thing, you're probably going to have Tom Holland in Venom 2. We see all that. What's my reaction to all of this? I mean, eventually we knew this universe was going to expand. It was going to get complicated with the Sony deal. I'm having fun with it. I mean, this is what Marvel Netflix was all along. It was cousin to the MCU. Like, technically, wink, wink, it's in there, but is it really? We've all like there've always, not for always, the last 5 years, there've been a lot of this stuff that's kind of auxiliary connected to the MCU, and it just makes for a big fun universe. It's the most fun when it's tightly woven into it, but I'll take it. Beyond that, let's get to the trailer stuff. So I'm excited. I like that. I like the connections, and it makes this movie more interesting to me. It has more weight. It has more, I don't know. It feels like it's a part of something, not kind of like, oh, why Morbius standalone? What are we doing here? And anytime Michael Keaton shows up in anything, I'm excited. He's always a plus. Toombs, I thought, was awesome. So getting to see more of him, even his little couple of lines here, what's up, Doc? It's fun. I dug it. All right, now let's on to the rest of the trailer. One of the things what's been fun about what the comic book genre has been able to do over the last several years is do a lot of different things. And there's all this talk about, oh no, Scott Derrickson dropped out of Doctor Strange 2. The MCU didn't want to go as much of a horror direction. He wanted to go more horror than they did. Well, Sony's got their answer. It's right here. It's actually kind of convenient for them that just days after MCU loses that, we see this very horror-centric, vampires, creepy music, just the look from MCU bright colors to this. We're getting a comic book movie, horror movie in Morbius this year. So if MCU proper doesn't want to go full horror, Sony's willing to do that. That's the positive in a lot of things that we're kind of seeing in the universe. Like people are one of the negatives of Disney acquiring Fox, X-Men, and all this stuff coming into Disney is that you only get one voice. I think that's a negative. Disney wants everything to feel like their brand. It has a certain flavor to it. There's a lot of variety, but there's a distinct flavor. Sony here is giving us a different flavor. That's when you put together kind of like the cousin to the MCU thing that seems to be going on here. I think that's a positive that we're getting different voices. Will this be awesome? Great? I don't know. I'm not super familiar with Morbius as a character. So I'm not inherently like, oh, Morbius, I can't wait to see Morbius finally. It's not that. I just love comic book movies. Anything tied to the MCU Spider-Man, I'm immediately interested. I'm going to be there, pumped as anything. Jared Leto's a great actor. This is a guy that's Oscar pedigree that got a little bit of bad rap just because Suicide Squad, that take on Joker, and the weird rumors surrounding it didn't go the best. Jared Leto, the guy, though, is fantastic talent, so I'm just immediately excited to see him in a movie like this if he's interested to do it. So anyway, there's a bunch of different rambly thoughts. Probably more rambly than normal because that Toombs, Vulture, what just happened? Kind of rocked my brain as I was not expecting to be doing this type of video on this occasion. All that to say, this trailer did its job. This trailer right here did its job and made me go, you have my attention. I like before, it's like Morbius, not even on my most anticipated, whatever's going to happen with it. I'm paying attention now, Sony. Well played. Even in the trailer, it said in it, from the studio that brought you Spider-Man Home, coming from the studio that brought you Spider-Man Far From Home. I was like, okay, right, yeah. Sony, right, we get it, yeah. Then you put that at the end, it makes a lot more sense as to what's going on here. So I great job on the trailer. We're getting a comic book movie with horror elements. Looks like it's a cousin to the MCU, and Michael Keaton's in it. Awesome. I'm excited. Tell me what you thought down below in the comment section. If you want a little bit more of my take on Spider-Man stuff, check out that video right there. That's actually the video I'm proudest that I made last year. It's about canceled Spider-Man movies. It's a video I wanted to exist, so I created it. Check that one out. I think there's even a little bit of Morbius talk inside of it from canceled stuff that happened in one of the projects. Check it out. Tell me what you thought. I'm rambling too long. Keep talking movies too much.